most likely any liquidity left in the system will be drained. So, I mean, this could go to a penny or less than a penny, basically minus 99%. This could be one of those minus 99% type situations. Let's see if we draw a line from the bottom. It's about 12K. 11, yeah, between 10 and 12K.
Cryptoslo, cryptocurrency news and investing.
Cryptoslo, crypto gains. What's going on, guys? Hopefully you're surviving out there. I guarantee you it is not the end of the world. If you were around in 17, you've been through this before. We have extreme capitulation going on, which means forced selling. People are selling, and that means under circumstances that they don't want to sell, they're forced to sell. So you can kind of think of capitulation like that. But as you can see in the history of Bitcoin, especially on the 350, this is a pretty hard hammer here. Basically, Sam FTX is going to probably be forced to sell all of their assets. So I would expect more selling to come. There's just a lot of FUD in general. Binance was going to come to the rescue, but it's just looking like legally it's just too much to get tied up into, and that there could be some possible fraudulent activities. I'm not saying that he did anything fraudulent, but just as far as how they were borrowing against their own coin and then, taking part in other DeFi projects and stuff. I know that FTX has quite a bit locked up in several venues. Now, with that being said, as much as you're tempted to buy FTT, this is just like the whole Luna situation, I would be very, very careful. This seems to be on a one-way death spiral. Most likely any liquidity left in the system will be drained. So, I mean, this could go to a penny or less than a penny, basically minus 99%. This could be one of those minus 99% type situations. Trying to catch a wave on it just is not worth it. Same goes for Sol with the unlocking tomorrow. I mean, this has been on a death spiral too. Sol was born from VCs, so it was pretty much designed as a pump and dump. Had some good technology behind it, and they could come back. But I mean, I know people are talking target ranges of 5 to 8, which is possible, but supposedly there is roughly $1 billion. Well, it's not worth $1 billion anymore. Dollars worth of tokens unlocking tomorrow. So be very, very careful if you're trading Sol. Again, FTT, any utility outside of the exchange is really nothing. So I would say this is going to be minus 99.999% total loss. So I would not touch this with a 10-foot pole. Most markets aren't even letting you short it. Like on G-Trade, the max short interest is reached, so you can't on G-Farm. You can't short it. Oh boy, we just broke into the 15s. So this is the dip that everyone's been talking about. This is what people have been waiting for. Now, historically, seeing this kind of candle under the averages is a Black Swan event. I would expect some equalization at some point, but again, there's a lot of forced selling going on that's going to try to cover the books. But me personally, when it all goes to shambles, I always look for Bitcoin. It typically ends up being the best place to lose the least amount of money if you're not sitting on the sidelines. So you basically have two options. DCA in as this toggles down, or sit on the sidelines with your stables. I still have some dry powder. Obviously, I've been talking about this for a long time, that I don't think the bottom is in, and we're kind of creeping around. But obviously, events like this, a bankruptcy and stuff, sends shockwaves through the system, and nobody can really predict that. However, it's just the fact that it's gonna be some selling. I think it just started. What are my predictions? Um, I think we could go to 10 or 11K. I mean, I've said that all along. It's quite possible. And I would be scooping up biddies at a alarming rate at those kind of levels. Now, would I be putting any money on an exchange? That's another important point to talk about today is very rarely do I keep a penny on any exchange. And, my heart goes out to those people that had large amounts of money on FTX, because most likely you're not going to get any money back. It's going to be tied up for years, which really sucks. I would probably just write it off as like fraud or a investment loss on your taxes. A lot of people don't take advantage of that if they're involved in something that frauds out on them. But you could take it as a tax write-off. Obviously, consult your tax attorney on stuff like that. But it is what it is. Here's the reality. Bitcoin tomorrow when you wake up, it's still going to be here. And I'm still going to be around. That's just how it is. This is rough. This is the roughest times when, you're going to lose a lot of your content creators and stuff, because who wants to talk about something that's going down? And, in these circumstances, I tend to focus on technology and building, when things are like this. That's the best thing to do. And still try to look for innovation stuff, because at the end of the day, crypto's not going anywhere. It's here to stay. It's just you got to take your licks like a champ and learn from them, and then figure out how to make it next time. Because I've always talked about crypto is very time based, and this is just a rough patch, and I'm sure it will play out, and we'll move right along. Let's see if we draw a line from the bottom. It's about 12K. 11, yeah, between 10 and 12K. Yeah, I'd be going gangbusters then. But again, I'm DCAing in waves. Don't deploy all your powder at once. And, that's the best strategy to get a good position for the next bull market when it does decide to come around. So, hope you liked today's video. As always, like, subscribe. This is Cryptoslo. If you're not talking gains, then we're not talking.